Hi, I'm Wendy Drummond. I'm available at the Health Hub in Ulladulla, Tuesdays through to Thursdays, 1 to 5. I'm also available in Nowra, Milton and Huskisson by appointment. Today I'd like to talk to you about positive thinking skills. Now, a lot of people have come to me saying, how do I get my act together where I can't even think in a positive way? Everything I think about has a slant on it of negativity because I can't find my way through. So one of the really good things about being able to concentrate deliberately on thinking positively is to develop some skills of optimism. Now, that doesn't mean to unrealistically think about the world as a wonderful, wonderful place. We don't want to ignore your reality in your current situation. So what we want to do is we really want to hone in on the things in your life that are positive, that you can easily see for yourself is something that is going to lift you up and show you that it's not all bad. If you took a homeless person, for instance, their first point of call would be, breathing. That's obviously something they need to think about every day because they might be living out in the elements. They need to consider how they're going to get food. They need to consider how they're going to get water or sleep. A lot of homeless people out there on the street, they simply just don't get enough sleep. And so they can't function correctly in a lot of circumstances. Because of that, you think yourself, if you don't get enough sleep, how do you feel? How do you function? So depending on where you're at, let's assume all is well and you're in your home, you have a home, so that takes care of your safety, that takes care of your basic needs, food, water, sleep, and ability to relax without being in that fight or flight mode all the time as you typically would be as a homeless person. So given that you're in your own home, possibly working or retired, children or grandchildren, or partnered, really the next thing to think about would be, your employment or resources. It could be your morality, the family health. These things become the next level above your sleep, your food, your water. So your level of needs is different. Excuse me. So if your level of needs is different, you're not concerned with those things down there because they're already being met. You're now thinking about safety and resources and the family life. Once you've got that, you can then begin to think about things like friendships and intimacy and then self-esteem. Now, someone down here who hasn't got the safety of their home environment because they don't have a home or they're not secure in their home, or they could be divorced or going through a messy divorce, could be displaced in some way. They can't even conceive yet about, self-esteem and achievements in life above their need. So when you consider that all is bad, all is negative, there's so much more to consider. So we can actually sit down and work out what is actually going on in your life. Now, you can do this at home yourself without a session. You can keep a journal, keep a diary of the things in your life that are going smoothly, that are going well, and you can actually set aside time to worry. And by worry, I mean to brainstorm on the things that aren't necessarily going so well. So writing down every day or every week what is going on in your life that is wonderful, things that you're grateful for. Many call it a gratitude journal. You could call it that. You can draw pictures, you could paint, you could be as creative as you like. And what that will do is that'll allow you to assess what is going right in your life, and then also you'll be able to think about what isn't. So we can actually set aside time to decide on the things that aren't going right and lock in your worrying about those things just to this given time frame, say half an hour or an hour at the most, to sit down and write down the things that aren't going so well. And of course then we can brainstorm on those and discover what you might be able to do about that. Some things might be able to be completely ignored. There will be things in there that you might not actually have to experience. But then there are lots of things in life that we do have to experience, and we do have to learn how to deal with those. And I can show you how to deal with those. But in the meantime, without a session, you can write down those things that you are absolutely thrilled about, absolutely grateful for, things that are going well in your life, or just everyday general things. It could be you're grateful for the sunshine. It could be that you're grateful for fresh water. It could be that you're grateful for your children or your partner or anything, as long as it resonates with you as something that's positive in your life. And then it's really important to remember just to set aside your worry time for a specific amount of time. And that way, that frees you up for the rest of your day, the rest of your week, to think clearly, with more clarity about your own life, with more certainty that, you know what, I'm going to worry about this later. I'm going to set aside some time later, maybe after dinner, and write about these things that are not going so smoothly in my life right now. I don't have to think about that right now because I'm going to do it at 6 o'clock or whenever you choose to do it. And it really does make a difference. It allocates a time to be grateful and it allocates a time to worry. Now, what I suggest is you do it in reverse. I suggest that you set aside your worry time and get that completed, and then concentrate on your gratitude writings. And that will uplift you, and it will make you see quite obviously that there are things in life that are going well, not just all negative.